The Netherlands has a very mild climate, and during the summers it's generally warm with colder rainy periods, and excessively hot weather is rare. But during the winters it's more cold and windy and some rain and snow. The Netherlands has an area of around 41,526 square kilometers. The people who live in the Netherlands are called the Dutch. The land was originally inhabited by the Germanic tribes. Some basic information about Netherlands culture. Their languages are Dutch, English, Papiamento, Frisian, and Yiddish. Their culture consists of mainly Dutch cuisine and other cultures originating in Dutch. Now let's talk about their government. They have a constitutional monarchy, and in the Netherlands, all basic rights are laid down in the Constitution. Being a Dutch national means you can enter the Netherlands freely. Other rights that only apply to Dutch nationals are the right to vote and stand for election and parliamentary elections, and the right to join the armed forces. Responsibilities of the citizens are to monitor the time you spend outside of the Netherlands, inform your municipality if and when you move, obtain health insurance, exchange or reobtain your driver's license, enroll your children in a Dutch school or apply for an exemption, and etc. The Netherlands government is also comprised of three branches. The legislative branch is the States General, which is bicameral and comprised of two chambers. The executive branch is comprised of the head of state, head of government, and the cabinet. Separate in position and titles, both the executive and legislative branches of the government share the same power when it comes to making the law. The judicial branch is independent, and the judges are irremovable except for malfeasance or incapacity. Administrative justice is separate from civil and criminal justice and not uniform in dispensation. The supreme judiciary body is the Supreme Court of the Netherlands, or Court of Cassation. Just like the United States, the Netherlands has political parties, but instead of having two, they have many. The Socialist Party, the Labour Party, Party for the Animals, Green Left, Socialist, Democrat 66, People's Party for Freedom and Democracy, the Christian Union Reformed Political Party, Christian Democratic Appeal, and Party for Freedom are some of the main parties of the Netherlands. In the Netherlands, elections are held on three different levels of governance. The parliament has two chambers, one of which is elected directly by Dutch citizens. The Netherlands has a list of system of proportional representation without separate constituencies and electoral hurdles. The Netherlands has many connections to the U.S. The foreign policy of the Netherlands is based on four basic commitments: to the Atlantic Cooperation, to the European integration, to international development, and to international law. The U.S. has a $30 billion trade surplus with the Netherlands, as it exports $59.3 billion to the Netherlands and imports $29 billion from the Netherlands. Top U.S. exporters to the Netherlands include Texas, California, Louisiana, Illinois, and Washington. The United States and the Netherlands joined NATO as charter members in 1949. The Dutch were allies with the United States in the Korean War and the First Gulf War, and have been active in global peacekeeping efforts in the former Yugoslavia, Afghanistan, and Iraq. To settle here, you may require a residence permit, which you can obtain under certain conditions. Territorial security, economic security, and ecological security are main priorities of Netherlands. Both countries are full of happy people, and both countries have some political difference. Everyday life of citizens with regard to rights and freedoms are about the same as Americans. Citizens live a happy and normal and fulfilling lives in both countries. Rights and freedoms of women, religious minorities, political dissidents, members of the press, racial and or ethnic minorities consist of the same rights as the United States. Everyone is equal.